Yo, what's up? It's Scott. I'm back for the next installment for the Free Zone Respect Project. Yesterday I was in a dialogue with someone and she had said something nice to me, and I basically replied and said, thanks, it feels good to be together. And that went ding, 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 ding. That's what usually happens to me when I'm in dialogue with myself or someone else and I say something that's profoundly inspiring to myself. And I know that that's basically the next thing I want to talk about. So being in this together, not being separate, is a super important thing for me, and I would assume for anyone, to fight off insecurity, doubt, where other people are concerned. I mean, we live in an environment, Earth, right, where we interact with people every day, and to feel comfortable in that is a super important thing. The Free Zone Self-Respect Project is about personal freedom. The Free Zone represents personal freedom. I'm taking something intangible and making it tangible by putting a personality to it. Personal freedom is the Free Zone. The idea is to live in the Free Zone by the way you think, by the way you decide, by the way you act, and by the way you feel. And it starts by knowing and believing that you matter. And, if you matter, then you prove to yourself that you matter. Basically, you live like you matter. And when it happened to me, when I realized, regardless of what I thought in the past or how I felt in the past about myself and other people, and the insecurities and the doubts that I suffered from, I ignorantly suffered from them because I didn't know any better. I didn't have an optional thought to think. And that's the key, to have optional thoughts to think, to prove to yourself that you matter. Because if you say you matter, you live in the Free Zone by mattering, and it asks you, how the hook really is, okay, do you matter? Yeah, I matter. Okay, well, how do you prove that you matter? Well, you prove to yourself that you matter in 4 ways: the way you think, the way you decide, the way you feel, and the way you act. And I think equality, self-equality, is one of the most important things to know and to think and believe about yourself. So you're fighting off insecurity and doubt where other people are concerned. I mean, let's face it, society really is built on competition, I don't know why, but somebody decided that playing one person off of another will motivate them to do better. I think it does, but I think it can be done better. I think it can be done differently. I think that we can motivate each other and want to be the best that we can be just because we matter, because we want to live like we matter. In any case, I'm rambling on a little bit, but here we are. Being in this together, not being separate, is one of the ways that you live in the Free Zone. When it happened to me, this self-equality came over to myself because I realized that I was a human being. I realized what that meant. I realized that I think, I feel, I desire, I want, I strive to survive, just like every other human being. I have a head, I have a finger, I have a toe, I have arms. Everything about me physically is pretty much the same with everybody else. That there's nothing really that separates me from other people, except the way I think. I think that it's an allocation at birth. I think a birthright, your birthright, my birthright, is self-worth in the same exact allocation as everyone else. We're born with the same amount of self-worth as everyone else. And that can never be taken away. It can never be added to. It's always the same amount of self-worth that's allocated to every human being, regardless of success, regardless of failure, regardless of what car you drive, how much money you have in the bank, what car you don't drive, how much money you don't have in the bank. It doesn't matter in regards to the equation of self-equality and self-worth. And when I realized that, all this insecurity and all this doubt in regards to other people around me shed like a dead skin. So, what I want to say to you is that we're in this together. Let's be in this together. Life, right? We're in this together, is your birthright. Knowing that you're equal for sure knowing that you're not separate, is one of the ways you prove to yourself that you matter. And it immediately launches you into the free zone of self-worth, self-equality, self-respect, personal freedom. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to be anything to matter. You matter because you were born. You belong because you're alive. You're invited because you're here, regardless of who you are, what you have, or what you don't have. It's one of the most important things that keeps me in self-worth and self-freedom. Personal freedom. Living in the free zone. Over and out. Have a great day.